Party might have woke the demon up.
Okay, boys.
Crack a beer for this one.
Done did it.
Shout out. I will say, this rap beef has got us through 3 episodes, so shout out to it.
Through the beef.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the beef.
Shout out to all the cows.
It's very interesting, dude.
We finally have
We have somebody's. Each person has spoken.
each person of the 3, the big 3 and more, have spoken.
Mm-hmm. So can we go over first who
So
else
I guess-
is involved?
I guess now it's Rick Ross.
Mm-hmm.
Rick Ross is in there.
The Weeknd jumped in.
The Weeknd's in there. So I guess it's,
It's
you,
like
you got
unfolding.
Kendrick, Metro Boomin, Future, Rick Ross, The Weeknd versus Drake, it seems like.
Seems like
Yeah.
everybody versus Drake.
And Drake had a partner and his partner bailed on him.
He ain't dissing on Cole though.
He not.
He said, "I don't care what Cole said."
Hold on, we'll get into it. We'll break
Okay,
it down.
okay,
We'll break
okay.
it down. So off rip, drop and give me 50, the Drake diss.
Push-ups.
It's allegedly leaked. It's not out yet. It's just it's out there.
I keep checking Spotify to see if it's dropped. It ain't dropped.
This is
yet.
like one of those mastermind things that I think only Drake can do.
Yeah.
Like,
There's
how
something
is this-
behind it.
It's like he makes people. It almost reminds me of the mixtape era, bro, where it's you have to know, and if you know, you know. Like, how is this unreleased song probably the most streamed song today for sure? Past 2 days,
What's crazy is it could be like a YouTube account with a brand new upload count, fucking no subscribers. They could drop this shit, and it would somehow figure out how to get fucking.
Oh,
million
yeah.
We're gonna
It-
drop this
it
on
would-
our page.
It would figure out how to do it.
Dog, I'm telling you, it's crazy.
You know how he like you said, how he sent the mastered version to academics, and it's like, I don't know, man. It's just maniacal little things, bro, that only he can do, man. And
Got to give it to the boy, man.
you got to give it up to the boy, man. Like, I've said on here before, I used to be a Drake hater. When I wasn't getting no money, I wasn't getting no I wasn't happy with my life.
Because he was.
I didn't understand some of the shit Drake was talking about. But as I got older and I got more successful, and I seen more shit in the world, like I will apologize to Aubrey for hating on him, bro.
But I think I was in the same boat. Now you explain that through like high school and like a little bit after high school, because I was in the same boat as you, man. Like,
Yeah, I was like
hating on this dude because it's like, man, whatever. dude.
So I almost feel the same way about Drake. Not that we're gonna get back to this conversation, but the same way I do about LeBron. Like, bro, we can sit here and argue LeBron versus Jordan, but in my lifetime, LeBron has been playing basketball damn near my whole life.
We've watched him do everything.
I've watched him do everything. There's no like, he's done it perfect, bro. There's no LeBron scandal. There's no like, he's almost 40, I would say. That could be wrong.
I think he is.
He's almost 40 and he's still playing at a higher level than
And his
anyone.
son's about to go into the league next season,
Like,
dude.
At some point you do got to take a step back and respect greatness while it's going on. Because if
fucking
you don't,
doubt.
you're just a hater.
I think that's what happened to Kobe a lot.
For sure. For sure.
I feel like he didn't get a lot of flowers until he passed away.
That's a fact.
I agree.
Unfortunately.
I was a big Kobe fan.
And
like
I think
when
that
was into
goes a lot
basketball.
with artists too. You don't cherish the good while they're here. You everyone wants to champion the bad, but like,
I think in Drake's case, it's like he's so big that a lot of people hate him because of it.
that and like just the story, bro, from the beginning, like of everything he's done, all the stuff he's been through, all the inner little beefs and big beefs and like networking and people coming up off of him and like stuff like that, man. Like, bro, I sat and argued with Cameron a few months ago now. We was just having a friendly conversation. I was like, bro, Jay-Z has to be the best rapper of all time. If you look at, he's made it successful.
All aspects.
All aspects.
Yeah.
But, bro, I feel like Jay-Z's the Michael Jordan and Drake is the LeBron. Where, like, okay, yeah, but, like,
It's undeniable.
the scale's bigger. Like, I don't think Jay-Z ever been popping as Drake.
I do remember Drake on one of his albums talking about like he's taking the spot from Hove.
And it's like it's hard to deny it like at this point, especially when we get into the beef. You know, we'll circle it back around here. So drop and Give Me 50 gets leaked out.
Push-ups.
Off rip, I would say the best diss song. It's number one.
Yeah, dude, no fucking doubt.
It's number one.
It's phenomenal.
Produced by Boy Wonder, Coleman, Tay Keith, and Drama Kid, DJ Kid,
which is fire because he was all over. He's all over. He was Damn, right? He was on Damn.
Ooh, he was. Yeah. I can hear it now that you say that.
Like he's been on a couple Kendrick projects almost. I want to say.
Okay.
I maybe not a couple, but he was for sure on one.
I mainly remember DJ Who Kid from Waka Flocka, right?
For sure, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But he was on a Kendrick album. I can't remember exactly which one.
I think you're right about Damn.
I want to say it was that. And bro, just rapping wise, song wise, bar wise, this is crazy, man. This is crazy.
I said earlier, like Drake can make a dedicated diss track pop off, and Kendrick needed a song that was already going to be popular and put a verse on it. It's not the same thing, I think.
Nah, 100%.
Like he got on a new Future album, didn't drop a song,
and it has to be pretty recent too. Not to cut you off.
No, you're good.
He had to pin this pretty recent because he mentioned the J. Cole apology. He said, I don't care what Cole said.
It's
that
in the
Kendrick
past
shit was
past
whack.
week.
He mentioned Ross, which happened like 2 days ago. He started hating on him.
Oh,
so it's like I don't even think this is what he had like teed up, or it could have been any added.
He might have one in the cut that's even crazier and been like, I'm gonna put this one out first.
You know how he ends this with the new beat and the hook still going. It kind of
it's not over.
It's kind of like it's setting up for something because he says in this too. It's like this ain't everything I know.
Yeah.
Don't wake the demon up.
Don't wake the demon up.
It's just crazy. Like Drake's that big artist that knows a lot of shit about the other artists and they don't know shit about him. I feel like they don't know as much shit about him.
Said,
as
don't
he
make
knows.
me.
Tell you
what
what
get into it, I guess, but like something about their baby mamas, like knowing stuff on them. Like, don't make me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
it's like I seen a thread on Twitter where it's like pretty much, dude, bar for bar, he's responding to something on each one of these bars.
Yeah.
Which is also crazy. Like, it's insane. How the
Backstage
fuck you big stepping with a size 7 men's on?
So he's clowning him for being small.
Everybody
Well, that
making
and his
short
album
jokes
was
about
the Big
Kendrick.
Big
Steppers.
stepper. Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it's a good reference.
Scroll up a little bit some more. I
like
know my
the,
picture on the wall when y'all cook up.
I like
That's
the
crazy.
backstage in my city. It was friend zone. So like whoever he's talking about, like one of these people.
I was there.
Yeah, like we were together.
Yeah.
And you wasn't on this shit.
What did Drake say on one of the songs? Like they told him to get like somebody singing for like one of his first tours, and he said he chose for Kendrick and Rocky.
Yeah.
So like he brought Kendrick on one of his tours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
and Rocky. So
there
was a Rocky diss too on the new Metro Boomin.
Yeah, with Future.
So like add Rocky to the
the
list of people.
You know that Rocky and Drake don't like each other because of Rihanna shit.
Yeah, but you also got to think like.
Yeah, Rocky was saying Flacco hit it first.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know because you know who gave Drake his first number ones?
Dude, I just seen that Rihanna. The first two number ones.
It was with Work and
What's
with,
My Name.
What's My Name?
Yeah. Well, okay, so
that's what I was like kind of saying earlier, like the whole like story from the beginning, bro, with the best I ever had into the Rihanna songs, into like the.
I think
It
Drake
goes back like 10, 15 years.
Oh, bro, yeah.
No. The Drake and Kendrick shit's been that long, bro. Because whenever Kendrick first started coming up, Drake he cherished him and like wanted to work with him, and he was on Take Care.
Yeah.
And like Drake wanted to do more stuff with him, and like for some reason Kendrick was like, nah. And
the only other song
went out
after
and then
that
he dissed
was the ASAP Rocky song, right?
Yeah.
Fucking Problem.
Hold on,
Fucking Problem.
Bitches simmer down. Yeah. That one.
Yeah. So
And that was all three of them, right? It was Rocky, Drake, and
yeah. So
Kendrick.
Drake was trying to fuck with him, and like there's a lot of videos on YouTube about like
Everybody getting split up over a chick, dude.
Man, pussy is as men's ultimate downfall.
But is
in
Drake
life.
Bro,
really
honestly, if a girl can like break off a friendship, like you weren't friends in the beginning.
Exactly.
I agree.
true.
I think
now,
that,
is this
honestly,
also Drake being that guy?
I think it is a little bit. I think it's a little bit of like,
Because that is a sleazeball too, bro. Like, why you fucking everybody's bitches?
yeah, but I bet he wouldn't if he was actually cool with them.
Yeah, for sure.
I think
Right,
that
not like his OVO buddies. He ain't doing that with them.
He's
I
probably
think that
putting them on.
the little bit of animosity they've had towards each other made him say like, "Fucking, I don't care. I'll fuck his girl." You know, like
Facts,
That stuff
yeah.
starts wars, though, dude.
it does. It does. So like, I think the two guys trying to be the best, like, it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop with the music, bro. It's other shit. It's like I'm gonna get up on him any way possible. Pause.
I think this shit has turned into, instead of a
It's not a
Well-
friendly competition anymore.
nah, this is what I'm trying to
Nah.
say. I'm trying to formulate it. Okay, so
kind of
this is
started
how-
off that way.
This is how I put it now, bro. I don't think it's a team sport anymore. I don't think
Nah.
it's so and
It's
so
gonna get
versus
dirty.
so and so. I think this is a UFC ranking or a boxing ranking, bro. I think Drake's got the belt,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it's all y'all versus me.
yeah.
You know,
gotta.
and I'm a fucking
Gonna defend
box
this
all
shit.
y'all motherfuckers to hold my shit.
I just don't think that Kendrick can come up with this stuff with the quickness like Drake can.
No.
Do you
And then
think-
there's this whole other. Go ahead, Chris.
do
my
you
bad.
think Drake will pull this out?
Like,
What you mean?
Pause.
Yeah, pause.
Is he like gonna this? Is he gonna diss all the other rappers? You know.
I mean, he pretty much did.
yeah, he
It's just
did.
all about who's taking shots at
kinda
him.
Said, he kind of said balls in y'all's court.
Yeah, but like, do you think he's gonna get through with it? You know.
Like, actually come out on top
Yeah.
with
Seems
everybody.
like so
Yeah.
far after everybody that's came after him, he still seems like he's sitting on top.
I think he's watching Rick Ross.
No
I think
fucking
Rick
doubt.
Ross is a silly person to get in this because the biggest Rick Ross's song have Drake.
Yeah.
Aston Martin music,
Stay scheming.
Stay
Stay
Scheming.
Scheming, yeah.
Like I think he even said I gave y'all Stay Scheming in here somewhere.
That was on Rick Ross's disc.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he did mention Stay Scheming, but I think that, honestly, lyrically, the only person that can fuck with Drake in this beef is Kendrick.
And he's got to have the pin game to come out. Which, hold on, there's a whole new thing. Let me see this. Let me get on the. I seen this thing literally just a second ago.
Yeah,
They're
you talking
saying-
about Kendrick got a ghostwriter?
Not necessarily for Kendrick.
Just TDE?
Just TDE. They say he wrote for Roddy Ricch, Baby Keem. It's like a leaked phone call. And apparently the CJ Francis IV is a ghostwriter, and he is associate of Quentin Miller.
It's OVO?
I don't know if it was OVO, but that's who.
I mean, Quentin's written a lot of Drake songs.
Not a lot, but he written the one for fucking the beef, the Meek Mill beef.
Oh, he wrote that.
It was that one. That was the in question. That was what that whole beef was over.
Oh, well, that's what started the beef, saying that Quentin
Yeah.
Miller wrote some, because Meek found out about the ghostwriter shit, and then he got fucking pissed off because Drake didn't come to one of his shows in Philly or something. So he dropped the diss and talked about Quentin. But Drake has admitted multiple times that Quentin has written songs for him, and that he takes pride in collaborating on music, and like, and he says, like, if I'm writing a diss track, ain't nobody writing it but me. Like, and in music, dude, there's nothing wrong with having like writers. If you're trying to make hit songs.
I think
If you're trying to say that you're the best rapper ever, but everybody's written your shit, then yeah, I have a problem with it. But
I think Rick
making
Ross
the hits, I don't know.
also is kind of in this beef trying to play the bully, like just calling him BBL Drizzy
It's
and
kind
like
of corny.
trying to say stuff. But I will say, Rick Ross's diss was not as good. The bars was not as good. But one thing that Rick Ross can definitely do, that motherfucker make you feel like you in a big ass bathroom. Marble floors,
Columns,
two sinks, columns,
fucking,
open door
fountains.
shower.
Yeah.
You look out the window and there's a
He
beach.
definitely brings power.
Like he
Yeah,
sounds
he's got
like
a powerful voice.
He's got
to
like
bring.
it's like elegant, right? Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
weird.
One
It's
song,
a
I got
different
these
vibe.
bitches tiptoeing on my marble floor.
Well,
Yeah,
the thing,
like-
okay, so what I'm going to say about Rick Ross's diss is that it's actually pretty fucking good. Like
It is pretty good.
It sounds good. The rapping is like top tier for him.
I think
And
my thing is,
I just
where's
he-
Kendrick?
yeah.
I don't want to hear from fucking Rick.
I don't want to, bro. He should be retired.
I think I don't necessarily think he should be retired because I think if you look at the class that he came from, that's kind of like the Nelly era, bro. Like that was kind of like the end of that. Like
Yeah. He started off earlier than
you
these
know what
people.
I'm saying? So it's like he's kind of like an OG and he can
He
rap.
is-
I've always been a Rick Ross fan.
He definitely can
Absolutely,
rap. I
yeah.
just I don't like him talking about the hard shit because like we know with his past, like 50 exposed him.
I started to say, and he beefed with 50, so I can't fuck with him just off of that.
But 50 destroyed him and like made him look like a clown, even though it didn't ruin his career or anything because he's just a good rapper. But I also don't like why are you just fucking like spamming. He's like spamming the "you're white" thing. Like I don't like.
I don't like that, but
Drake,
it also almost
it might be
feels
corny for
like
me to feel like that because like I don't look at Drake as white. I know he's half white.
I think
Like I said, so is J. Cole though.
Yeah.
I think Ross
he's
kind
out
of
the
looks
picture.
like
He
he kind of looks like the most switch sidey in this whole thing.
He does, and he also looks like
Because
the
like
most.
I've never heard of the beef beforehand until now. Now that it's
He
5
was
on
just-
Drake, let me hop in.
He was
and
just
beef
on like
with him.
Tuscan Leather, wasn't he?
Yeah,
or one of
or-
those songs.
I mean,
Not long ago.
I feel like I've seen them link up. pretty
Yeah, bro.
recent.
Like, it's weird to me, bro, because it almost seems like his is just reaching a little.
You know
bit.
who this sucks most for? Like honestly, in this whole thing, fucking DJ Khaled.
I seen that, dude. Like,
Lion.
I seen, like he just
Let's
saw
go
his next
golfing,
album falling
man.
apart.
All he got left is Lil Baby.
Hey, Crash, tell him your favorite Future song.
I'm on that good cushion alcohol.
I like that.
That's hard, dude.
I like that. So, damn it, I lost the thing.
We're gonna make reels of Crash just singing Future hooks.
So he's dissing.
I'm down, man.
That's hard, man.
He's dissing Cash. You know,
Yeah.
the Weeknd's manager.
Because before this, The Weeknd came on Future and Metro Boomin's second album, and Weeknd was on like 2 or 3 songs dissing him.
Yeah.
But, like,
And the
you
Weeknd and
guys,
Drake shit's over a bitch too.
You know what my favorite part about this whole shit is too? Because we sat here and we were like, man, I don't like to sneak diss in the names. Drake says a lot of names. You know, he says Ricky.
Says
You
Dot.
know, he says Dot. He says, I don't care what Cole says, that Kendrick shit was trash. He said that about
Yeah.
Kendrick.
Which he's not, dissing
Then he
Cole,
said
but-
Cash blowing Abel bread as Cash in the Weekend. And then he says, Metro, shut your ass up and go make some drums.
"Shut your hoe
And that-
ass up."
That's all he says.
And
Like,
that
that's
was the
all he
hardest
gives him.
part.
Go make some drums, dude.
Like, and that's all he had to say almost.
That was
like,
the hardest part, bro.
But
That's because like,
It's
he
like, what are you
really-
doing here? Go make some drums,
Yeah,
dude.
you ain't got a dog in the fight. Your voice ain't on these beats. Get the fuck out of here.
I do think
That might be a bad take though, because he does construct and compose the fucking
No, for
beats
sure.
that the
And
He
I-
did the damn Spider-Man album.
and I
dude.
think like what Party Mike showed us, bro. Like if he were to sample the Drake and Degrassi getting shot
Oh,
clip,
yeah, you
that would
showed
be
us that,
fire.
yeah.
that was Cam actually.
beat- the
Give Cam
beat-
his credit.
okay.
Give Cam his flowers.
Come on, Cam.
That was fire. That was if that happens, that would be pretty
Oh,
fire.
Jimmy from Degrassi.
If that shit happens, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. We say a lot of stuff that happens
Hey,
before.
Come on.
It's time stamp it, baby. And that's what I
do-
love about the pod. It's all time stamped.
True.
We've said a lot of shit that came to fruition.
Mainly this dude.
Actually, yeah.
I feel like we need to go back on what seems like not the hook, but like the recurring verse or like bar that keeps coming back. Which is the title, I guess. The
Drop and give me 50.
drop and give me 50. So he's talking about Kendrick, and who is it? Punch
Top-
or
yeah, it's
Yeah.
Punch and Top Dog. The Top Dog's the label, but you know, Punch the head of TDE.
talking about like drop and give me 50. That's like talking about drop the album or drop a single and give him 50%
50%.
of what he makes right there. And I guess is Drake with the label? Or
Drake,
it's like OVO, just his own thing. He's got
Drake
to be
has
with
his own
somebody.
label, but he's signed. It's through a bigger label, but
You know what Drake also said? He said,
Let's hear it.
50,000 on my head is disrespect.
He did say that.
he did that. That is
did say
disrespectful to Drake. But
True.
in talking about his label situation, he said it. he signs to labels, but he still has all the creative control and he still has all his masters. So,
Bro, when I first
he's pretty
heard
much in a
this-
publishing deal and a marketing deal.
True.
He's
Yeah.
probably also the only artist where like labels can recoup off of what he does.
Oh, they give him huge bags and they recoup tenfold.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no
So it's
doubt.
like-
No, like it's for him, it's not a risk of not being able to recoup and pay back the loan.
And at this point, he has so many songs and so many people working with him. Like, I think he could put out a project and recoup money and not even have to go to the studio. Like,
No
here's
doubt.
10 throwaway songs. Put it out.
And it's going to recoup that money.
Yeah,
Well, I was gonna
easy.
say he's like a Taylor Swift or like somebody
Oh,
that
yeah.
big, but then I was gonna say he said something about Swifties and it went over my head. I don't know what he was talking
I
about.
just think he's
there.
flexing that his like part of his fan base is the same women that listen to Taylor Swift. Like that's how mainstream that he is. Like that's
I think
how
he's
big
kind of
he is.
saying. I think it's more of like I was gonna say it's more like a
The
Kendrick
Swifties
went
ain't listening.
mainstream. Like he did like the Maroon 5 verse, and then he did the Taylor Swift verse, and it's like top say drop, go do these mainstream songs and give me 50. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't see Drake doing that.
That was
Oh,
fire.
okay, that's
You see-
right. Kendrick had a song with Taylor Swift, that Bad Blood.
Yeah, well, he was on the remix, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like Drake saying like, "Hey, I'm gonna go find Smiley, and I'm gonna go find, like all these other little artists, and I'm gonna put my cosign on them. You go fuck with
Yeah.
the label shit that
Maroon
everybody."
5, Taylor Swift.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
only artist Kendrick's really fucking with is his cousin, which is Baby Keem.
Which,
Oh.
apparently ain't as good of a pen game as allegedly he has.
I never thought it was good. I thought it was cool music, but like I wasn't impressed by the pen.
No.
Orange Soda is the only thing I've ever like listened back to.
He's got a lot of good songs, but like I don't see them as lyrical masterpieces. I think they're just good head bop songs. Like
I just always like have known it as like that's his cousin. He's gonna put him on.
Is he his cousin?
yeah,
Kendrick's, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But let's
Oh, yeah,
get
yeah.
back to the source. Like you guys actually know what's actually started the beef between those guys.
yeah.
So that's a Trevor question. I actually don't know the exact point between Drake and Kendrick. It has to just be competitive, like who's
Their
the best
beef is
type.
is literally like Drake knew that Kendrick was good and was going to be huge, and he embraced him and did music with him, and then like Kendrick basically just went off and dissed Drake on Control,
Mhm.
and is like, wait, what did I do to you?
But he dissed a lot of people on Control.
He did, but Drake is the one that takes shit like that personal.
I guess, but
Drake is the one that fucking.
think
He
it's
said
gotta
I
be
gave
more
you
than
the
that.
number one. He's talking about fucking problems.
I think it's got to be more than that though.
There definitely is more behind the scenes. Like you can, there's a lot of like little videos made on it. Like if you look up why Drake and Kendrick hate each other, pretty sure Trap Lord Ross did a video on his fire because
I need
all
to
his
go watch
videos
that.
are deep dived.
It's like probably 6 hours long.
Fucking
Yeah.
Problems. That's Rocky's song, right?
Yeah, that's a Rocky song.
2 Chainz was in that too.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he did the hook, but I think that what Drake means whenever he says that is like, if I ain't on that song, it don't
No,
do the
bro.
same thing.
He did give Kendrick his number one. What was the Janet Jackson song on Good Kid, Mad City? It's the sample.
Is that what
In
he's
the
talking?
thundering rain.
Oh, okay. Well,
What's that song called?
I don't know.
Well, anyway, they hate each other because basically everyone says that Kendrick's the best or everyone says Drake's the best. And,
Poetic Justice, bro.
And there's all kinds of
Okay.
stuff. Poetic justice, that's right.
Put your hand
Okay, yeah. That
I
makes more
forgot
sense.
about that whole song. Yeah.
I thought he was referring to fucking problems because, like, saying that at the time, like, that wouldn't have been a number one without Drake on it. But
2012 in music, bro. What a fucking time.
he came out and dissed him, bro. There was some other stuff that went on. Apparently, I think Kendrick, you know how they start talking shit live during concerts? I think Kendrick might have said some shit about Drake in a concert. Like,
Okay. I
like
could see
sneak dissing him. So,
I want to say one thing. Thinking back to the Control verse, and then thinking about like y'all talking about Drake giving people number ones.
So hold on,
Rest
real
in
quick
peace.
before you finish this. Says Drake claps back. Da 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 da. Future's first song to chart #1 was "Way Too Sexy."
Damn.
Which is in the last 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Off Certified Lover Boy.
Damn.
That's crazy, bro.
You know,
That's got to be Thug's on.
Obviously not his first album, but his first song.
Yeah.
So
Crazy, dude.
could have been a Future diss instead of a.
I'm
Kendrick.
telling you,
On
it
that
runs-
good shit alcohol.
Was
was
Drake
your-
on that one or was it Lil Wayne?
It was Lil Wayne and Drake, I think.
He
I
on
lost
that
it.
one too, brother. He on that one too.
I lost my build up, but thinking back to the Control verse, him dissing everybody, Drake taking that personal, Drake giving people their number ones. Rest in peace, Mac Miller. I did it all without a Drake feature.
That's a fact. He did say that,
Yeah.
That shit's
Yeah.
hard right there, but
and he probably would have got the Drake feature eventually.
probably.
You know?
I bet he could have got one while he was alive.
Oh, for sure. One last thing on Drizzy. He dissed Kendrick. He dissed Future. He dissed Metro Boomin, The Weeknd, Cash, Rick Ross.
John Morant.
Why the hell did bro diss
Called
Ja
a stray,
Morant?
bro. Called a stray.
Bro, it's because John Morant's baby mama, Drake hooked up with her, I think.
Ah,
That's
I
crazy,
think
bro.
she stepped out on him.
Okay, I
Did
didn't
y'all
know
see
if it
last
was
night
like
LeBron dunked, did a crazy dunk against the Grizzlies, and John Morant was right there on that side of the hoop, and when he dunked, he like stopped and just stared at John Morant, dude.
Oh, that's fire.
And you know
Yeah.
LeBron and Drake are boys.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire. That's fire.
Dude, I wouldn't give a fuck about the fucking game. I would fucking
Bro,
smack
this Kai
Pull out that
Cenat.
gat on him, dude.
you know? Like,
He dropped Kai Cenat's name in the diss,
Yeah,
bro.
that went over my head too.
He's like the biggest Twitch streamer.
Right.
Now, I said last thing, but this is actually the last thing right here. One thing I do think is cool, man. You know, he's definitely a polarizing figure, but DJ Academics really is a cornerstone in this hip hop shit, bro.
He fucking made it
Like,
off of making GIF videos.
yeah, and like Rick Ross sent him his diss. Like last night, and he played it on the stream. Like that's how that came about. Drake sent him the diss. Like that's really the new media, bro. Like there's no
Yeah.
fuck a Hot 97, fuck a Breakfast Club.
Through a
All
streamer.
those people can hate on him, but he got something.
The way music, the culture has shifted, bro. Like you gotta evolve with the times, and it's like Drake has been the one. Do you think Rick Ross would have sent a streamer a song before Drake did it?
Fuck no.
No, ain't no way.
Hey, if y'all got a diss verse you want to air out, send it to No Look Passengers.
Absolutely. You're a
We'll
small
put it
town local rap beef. We're down to deep dive.
We'll
We'll
dissect
air it
that
out.
shit right here.
We will.
We'll review that
Like
shit.
an operation, like a game of operation.
Yeah, that'll be the new thing. I want to hear all the iPhone diss tracks.
For sure.
Now, Rick Ross had some stuff to say, though. I think it was it mainly at Drake? And that's
It was
Yeah, it has
only
to.
at
Yeah, it was
Drake.
only at Drake. Who else is he gonna diss? It's 20v1, bro. He said it. Drake said it. It's all of them versus him.
Yeah.
You know.
That's like he
I mean,
posted.
Basically, what I see him saying is like, listen, kid, like just sit down and like just stop it. He's not like attacking him personally.
Well, I also
like,
think it's.
I think he's like trying to say him like, you know, step down. It's not worth
well,
it.
here's
Stop
Rick
it.
Ross's thing.
Yeah.
Rick Ross has beef with Birdman, who is like
Cash Money.
Cash Money, Lil Wayne, Birdman, and it's like you remember Rick Ross made a diss song to Birdman actually, and was kind of like on Team Wayne talking about give Wayne his masters and da 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 da, but like now you're beefing with Drake, so you kind of switched up, like you kind of switched the whole sides,
Yeah,
and you know J. Cole may have let Nas down for a second time,
yeah,
Damn, I ain't think
Yeah.
about that.
but Lil Wayne has got to be proud.
yeah.
Weezy is at WrestleMania, he's got to be proud of Drake, man, like.
You know he is.
That's his
He's got to
boy.
be, bro. Like, he's got to be.
And like I said, bro, you know Drake's mind has been making bars in his head and stuff since the fucking
Oh, for sure.
Kendrick and Future song dropped, and it's
I
very obvious.
almost think
it's very obvious that his new diss track dropped. Like he made it within the past 2 days.
I almost think that Drake be doing maniacal things in real life just for the bars.
Oh, no doubt.
Like, let me fuck Ja Morant's baby mama to put it in a song.
Oh, no doubt.
You know what I'm
How am I
saying?
about
Like,
to flip this in a bar right here?
That shit will be hard.
like
Pause.
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 I don't know, man. I think it's. I don't want to say it's over, but it's definitely heating up, and there's a clear number one right now.
It's
I think
not
there's
over.
a clear number one.
And that's after everybody is dropped at least once.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
it could be over if Kendrick doesn't come back with a good banger.
Well, I don't know. Would y'all consider the first person shooter the first thing? I mean, I guess it goes back to a lot, but like in a song.
I think Drake said obviously the song didn't start it. It's been brewing up for a long time.
True.
I think that again, if it's Drake calling all the shots, I think it may have been like, hey, let's ruffle some feathers and see if we can get him to light this fire.
Yeah.
You know, which now in retrospect, I can see J. Cole being like, hey man, I don't want in the middle of this. I just want to rap. But still, don't get in it in the first place.
Yeah,
you know?
he kind of
But
like
he
dove
Suboku'd
in and
himself,
was like,
man.
"Oh, this water's cold. Let me get back out of here real quick."
But I mean, I'm excited, man. Something else has got to happen. Somebody, you think anyone else comes for Drake?
Yeah, I think they come out of the woodworks. I think this is a Me Too movement, bro.
You think Pusha comes back out?
He should if he wants to. He should. This would be the time to do it.
Did like anyone not drop a diss?
That should.
Yeah.
I think that's everybody.
I think it really is
I
everybody.
don't know. You got 21 Savage on, seems like Drake's side, and J. Cole on that side of things. He could drop something, but I don't think he will.
I think J. Cole's Switzerland at this
Because
point.
we can't judge if like
I think J. Cole's a special guest referee. You know what I'm saying? Like
He's the Dudley bro. Dude.
yeah. I would like to hear. I mean, not really at this point. Nah, Big Sean don't matter.
He dropped a song at the beginning of this.
Wale
like, as
don't
his
matter.
own single.
Like, who else is up there? You know what I'm saying? Like, who else is like the?
I mean, I think back to the Control verse. Who all can?
I would like to see a JID Baby Keem.
I'll tell you who I want to
Spaz.
hear come out and fucking spaz on everyone. Big Crit.
I love Big Crit, bro.
He was in that Control verse, wasn't he?
He was.
Yeah.
spilled beer. Holy shit.
Chris Amir with the beer.
I would love to hear Big Crit come back and
He got the potential to do it, bro.
I don't think he'd get involved though.
I don't think he would either.
I don't think there's anybody else that could be involved.
Like a
that's
fucking
worth it.
Avengers movie, bro, dude. Like you don't know who's about to pop up and join the fight, bro.
I'm telling you, there's got to be more that we're just not thinking of.
But who?
How many more people have like animosity for Drake? Like I feel like a lot of people who act like they fuck with him probably even have animosity. for him.
Honestly, I don't think we have enough information on this.
There's
Because-
never going to be enough information.
It'll
Why?
all just slowly come out week by week as
Yeah.
these drop.
More details always come out.
I mean, Meek
It's like-
Mill was in the beef with Drake, but I feel like that's over with. And
They
he's
have,
kinda
I
in the
mean,
middle of
they've
that
made a
Diddy
song
shit.
since then.
You know what I want to hear? Actually, I'll tell you what I want to hear.
Bronson.
I did.
Let's let the real
Yes.
rap mogul come out, dude.
I want to hear Drake and Joe Budden on a song.
It'll never happen.
You say that, but bro, listen. What if Drake is like, hey Joe, let's put this shit beside. We need to make a diss record and kill these motherfuckers.
I think Drake fucking hates Joe Budden.
I think he does too, but I think there's a mutual respect there for some reason.
I do too. I kind of feel that too.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think there's
But-
like a.
He also said, "But your house looking like a trap on this Google Maps, though." You
It's
know,
a
what I
fact.
mean?
No,
like, that's
it's
pretty.
beef.
that's pretty disrespectful,
I
bro.
don't know, man. I think. Hey, listen.
That's just great.
If you can get the Drake Joe Budden feature, bro, I think that might shut it down, bro.
I literally can't think of anybody else that could be involved in this.
All I know is if a N-word hating call him Joe Budden pussy.
I would like to hear.
pussy.
I would like to. I like to hear a Smiley verse.
Yeah, Kendrick's gay.
You know what I'm saying? He goes, I like Smiley. There, but
Yeah, that's a fucking what's the word they use for wine? That's it's a fuck.
Yachty's got to be Team Drake, right?
Oh, no doubt.
Oh yeah.
They're best friends, dude.
What did Rick Ross tweet when he dropped this? His first quarter, something
It's an
like
acquired taste was what I was looking for. Smiley's
that.
music.
First quarter
Yeah.
is something. I don't remember.
I didn't see
Like
the
it's just
tweet.
the beginning of this shit.
I think
just-
Yachty and Drake. I think they're real homies. Like they're
No,
real.
for
Like
sure.
they just be
I
hanging
do
out.
know Yachty's in the middle of like his own the Concrete Boy stuff.
Yeah, they
He's
just
in
put
the
out a
middle of,
little
like,
project.
releasing their stuff.
So
I don't think Yachty gives a fuck like to get into beef.
Yeah.
Like even whenever the whole industry was hating on him, he just was like laughing and like I'm having fun.
Yeah,
Get
but
over it.
look at it this way. What about the producers? For example, you have Drake on this side, you have Rick Ross on this side. Who's like, what are producers gonna do?
I think that a lot of producers just keep their nose out of the beef part of it and make beats and send them to people. And whether they
know.
choose to make
I
diss
think
tracks,
Drake
Yeah.
put a diss song out produced by Boy Wonder, and Rick Ross Tay Keith, and Rick Ross put a diss song out produced by Minnie Boom and Trap.
Who?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I think it's like
which it was a good beat. No,
Obviously,
no
it's a
hate,
good beat.
no,
No,
hate
they-
to those guys,
no,
but
no,
they
no.
don't have the name.
they don't. That's the thing. It's like I think producers are gonna. There's no.
Like I said, they just produce.
They just produce, man. I think producers get brought into it.
I think-
Play them
whenever-
drums, boy.
That's what I was about to say. I think what Drake said kind of answers that question. Like, what I mean, what are you gonna say?
But-
You ain't gonna say nothing.
I mean, I've said it beforehand. Give me diss records over Alchemist beats, bro. I want it. Like
I want them over them conductor beats.
and conductor beats and like that's fine. That's fine to me. You know, like I'm fine.
Can
with
Kendrick
that.
get a conductor beat? Surely, right?
At this point,
I
you
don't
what
know,
I'm saying?
bro.
I don't know, man.
I don't
think
know, man.
I
That
think
might be
producers
disrespectful.
after.
Cole done used that and Alchemist
I think
on the same track.
Yeah,
I think producers do gotta pick a side soon.
They
But
do.
Unfortunately, it's one side has Metro Boomin, the biggest producer in the game, but he's also not known for really putting people on in a producer way
He
either.
doesn't
So.
really.
Besides Future,
Now I'm talking about just like in a production way.
Gotcha.
You
I
know,
don't.
like
So Metro Boomin is like crazy talented, and,
sure.
and could probably make any fucking hard beat that could be a good diss track beat. But does he have any? Like, if you're counting all these Future songs on these albums as diss tracks, bro, that's kind of weird. Like,
I mean-
I really think even though there's a lot of people talking shit, I think it was strategic. But at the end of the day, he's also trying to make a high selling album.
true.
And like controversy sells, but like if you don't know nothing about this beef, bro, you don't even understand who the fuck they're talking about. Except
You're
for
not wrong. Yeah.
except for the K Dot verse, bro. And I will say this for anybody watching that might have thought I had a shitty take on the last one. This second one, we still don't trust you. Fire, way better than the first one.
You do like the more emotional Future.
I do.
though,
I like
you
Future
know.
like that. Yeah, he's good. I think it's good. And even some of the ones that were a little bit hard, bro.
I mean, I like the J. Cole song on there, which is
Yeah.
crazy. They put J. Cole on the album too, but
I mean, maybe it's not as deep with him. I don't think.
I
Pause.
think really is Drake versus Kendrick, and no one else matters until
No
we
one else
figure out
matters.
a winner.
Like I
between
said,
them.
we're
None
waiting
of-
on
none of
Kendrick
them-
now.
none of the other guys can really hold a candle to Drake other than Kendrick and Cole. And Cole's not in this shit. And if he was, it wouldn't be against Drake.
That's
I
a
do
fact.
have a plot twist that I'm gonna predict, and we can come back in a couple weeks on this.
I
What
hope
we
you're
got?
right.
What we got? We'll end it with this, man. What we got?
I'm gonna go ahead and say, I might be talking crazy, but I think Young Thug is gonna get released out of jail because the court cases seems like wishy-washy right now from what I've seen recently.
Okay.
I feel like he's gonna get released, and he's gonna pick a side,
He's got to pick.
and he's gonna join in with this stuff because he's as big as these guys.
Metro.
He's literally one of his beat tags.
Metro, he's tight with him, but Drake, he's tight with him.
I know he is.
He's
I
gonna
think
come out of jail, and he's gonna pick a side.
I think Young Thug
It's
the
gonna escalate
actually,
more.
you know what? That's a great point. But I think Young Thug the only one that can fix this.
This is true.
That's
I
why
think-
all this is happening because our Lord and Savior Young Thug is locked up.
Like I think Young Thug could come out and be like, "Hey, let's push this piece, boys."
Yeah,
You know,
He's gonna be pushing peace straight out of prison, dude.
and then
pushing power, pushing What else did he say?
Positivity.
Pushing positivity, pushing peace.
And they're talking about slime stands for this.
One
and
thing
this.
I do hope comes out of that Young Thug trial, bro. I hope that Thug does come home, and him and Gunna reunite. And
I hope he says like he told Gunna to do that. shit.
I hope it comes out some shit like that, and like people can quit hating on Gunna too.
Because his music has been fire.
It's
lately.
been so good, bro. Since he got out of jail, it's like they cloned Gunna. But
crazy.
that Young Thug case is pretty crazy.
It's
Like,
crazy, man.
It's
It-
nuts.
And if you look at YFN Lucci, who was on the other side of that case, it didn't go good for him. So I'm a
Yeah.
little bit worried.
I just think that the Young Thug case is so many different holes they keep like.
It's a lot of
Every
twists and turns
every
to this
witness
stuff.
every witness they call to the stand like bullshits them and like
It's crazy.
I don't know, man. It's
I did see a video of one of the guys who was supposed to be a witness, and he's already in prison. Supposed to be a witness testifying against Young Thug, and he just kept saying over and over when they'd ask him a question. He's like, "I ain't supposed to be here, man. I ain't supposed to be here." And they'd ask him another question. "I ain't supposed to be here. I ain't supposed to be here." Like over and over and over until finally they just had to like let him get out of there.
Go back to jail.
it's called holding it down.
Not a
Allegedly.
rat.
All 10
You know what I'm
toes are
saying?
down.
Hell yeah.
All right, boys. Episode 51. Chris, appreciate you, my brother.
Yeah, for
man.
sure, man.
Let's see if we can
Easy,
get one
guys.
for the. Let's do it. Oh no. That was a good one.
That sounded heavy.
Yeah, we had a.
Like you don't have to.
We had one. We had one today in the fucking
That was like the
brewery.
perfect
Everyone
pop.
turned their headphones
Yeah.
like that was fire, bro. That
Release your hand, man.
Hey, they don't know nothing about that rocket power.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
that was a
watch
good
this.
one.
They ain't even
They're
paying
good.
attention.
I don't think
Let's
it's
get
we
the
got the
fuck
right
outta here,
acoustics
dude.
All right,
for
man.
it.
We're fucking
51.
outta here.
We out.